Okay. Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video, right, in the Rest Assured series. Okay. In this video, we are going to add right Kubernetes right in the playlist. Okay. So in the last video, we saw how to integrate Docker with Ansible. So we are adding one more tool here in this right video so that Docker, Ansible, and Kubernetes, right, all three combinedly are is integrated. Okay, in this video, we are going to automate the deployment process also. Okay, so with the help of Kubernetes and Ansible. Okay, so we integrate Ansible and Kubernetes, right, and we test the framework, and also we the deployment process we are just automating so that it automatically deploys the right and test it and generates a report. Okay, so that is what is the process. Now everything right needs to be automated, right? Automatically should deploy, it should test, it integrate. Everything should be run in a cloud. So everything we need and right, it's a pipeline like its integration. It should be automated. Okay, there should not be any manual intervention, right? So that is what is the expectation from the organization. Okay, so the code will be checked in with GitHub with all the YAML files like deploy, rest assured, Docker compose YAML, and rest assured k8s. Okay, and Docker file, Jenkins file, right, everything will be pushed in GitHub, and right, Jenkins is going to pull the framework with all these YAML files, and it's going to trigger the pipeline, and then background it's going to pull the image from Docker, and then it's going to run the playbook, and it's going to run in parts with the different containers. Okay, so that is what is going to happen when we do this right execution. Okay, so hope this video is useful for you. If you have any suggestions or anything, you can comment to us or you can contact us. We like to support you. Okay, actually, the understanding of Docker is a platform. It is used to create, package, and run applications in container. Okay, Docker enables us to create a lightweight and portable containers and build container images as Docker file. Okay, so we have a Docker file here. Okay, so it is used to create images, right, contain images as a Docker file. Okay, and the purpose of Kubernetes is, right, we are going to run multiple containers inside the pods. Okay, pod is nothing at a smallest unit in Kubernetes that contains one or more containers. Okay, suppose right, Docker is having some four containers and can be segregated into a single unit in Kubernetes, and it's called as a pods. Okay, so Kubernetes uses Docker for to manage containers. Okay, and it also distributes traffic across the different pods. If there is a multiple pods, it distributes the traffic. Okay, and it provides a stable endpoint for accessing the pods. Okay, ensure the correct right number of pods are replicated in the running. So that is the purpose of Kubernetes. And what is a purpose of Ansible is a configuration management tool used to automate the setup and management of the infrastructure and application. Okay, so we have playbook YAML files. Okay, so where right, it is used to install the Docker, and is also to install the Kubernetes, and then it is going to push the rest assured image or shell name image, whatever you are running, and it's going to deploy the image into Kubernetes. Okay, with the help of kubectl apply, it is going to deploy the images into Kubernetes, and it's going to run. Okay, so this, with the help of this, it's going to deploy in the Kubernetes, and then it's going to run. So this is right, the purpose of right, Ansible. Okay, and so now first what we need to do is, right, we'll go in a step by step process. Okay, so I've kept all the commands here, whatever commands we are going to use it, I kept here. First one we need to do is, right, we need to install minikube here. Okay, for that we need to go to command prompt. Okay, and open it as run as an administrator. Okay, so the right, the purpose of minikube is, right, minikube is a tool that allows you to run single node Kubernetes cluster on your local machine, and it is mainly used for development and testing purpose. So it is a lightweight Kubernetes cluster locally and runs a virtual machine. Okay, it starts a virtual machine or a container and sets up Kubernetes components. Okay, so basically what is, right? It is a lightweight right cluster. Okay, it starts the container, so that is, it is used to start the container. That is the purpose of right, minikube. Okay, for that we need to first install the minikube. For that we use this command. Okay, minikube. Okay, and I'll click enter. I already have in my machine. Okay, so you need to just install this one. Okay, and next one is right, you need to install the Kubernetes CLI also. Okay, just use this command coco install Kubernetes CLI. Okay, and just paste it. 1 minute, let me copy it. Okay, use this command. I've already have Kubernetes in my machine. Okay, so it's already, I have this installed. Okay, you can just give this command in your machine, you can give it. Okay, so the purpose of right, kubectl is, right, it is an Kubernetes command line tool that allows you to interact with the Kubernetes clusters. Okay, it is used to deploy applications, manage clusters, and right, inspect cluster resources. Okay, with the help of pods, right, it is used to, right, manage all the containers, right, and it is used to communicate between the Kubernetes API server. Okay, now first, right, we need to install both the minikube and the Kubernetes CLI. Then what we need to do is, right, we need to build a Docker image for rest assured. Okay, before that what we need to do is, right, we need to create a Docker hub account, hub.docker.com. Already we should have a desktop Docker in our machine. Okay, so we should have a desktop Docker in our machine. We already, with this we saw, but for this Kubernetes, right, we need to have an hub.docker.com account. We should sign it up and create a username and password. Make sure you go to repository settings and make sure the repository is public. So we are going to pull the image, Docker image, into the repository. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. Please make sure you are creating an account in Docker Hub and signing it up and making it as public one. Okay, so you should have a Docker desktop and also Docker Hub, right, for doing this integrations. Okay, so what I'll do is, right, I'm going to right, pull the image, run into the JS testing academy repository. Sorry, this one, right, so I'm going to build the image into the JS testing repository, and the image is rest assured bdd latest one. Okay, I'm just going to copy this, I'm going to paste it. Okay, so I'm just going to build an image. Okay, okay, what I should do is, right, I need to go into my direct path, right, project path. So that is what is missing there. Okay, I need to go to my project. Okay, give cmd Okay, I'm in the project path now. Now what I can do is, right, I can run the image, build the image. I'll copy. Okay, I'll go and I'll paste and run. Okay, now it's building the image because where the docker file is there, from there only it's going to pull the image. This is going to pull the image from the docker file and keep it in the repository. If you see, right, it is going to the it should be there in the repository. Okay, you can see, right, JS Testing Academy, rest assured. BD is there in the repository. I pushed before 3 years, 3 hours, right? So you can see the image when you pull it, right, run it. You can see the image in the Docker Hub. Okay. So now what you do is, right, uh, I just build the image. Now I want to run the image. Okay, I'm just running the image. Okay, the image is been executed now. Okay, now docker has been executed. Now we need to tag the right image from the repository. Okay, for that I use right docker tag js testing right academy repository, and I'm just giving a two images, be rest assured bdd latest here. Okay, so I'll just copy it. Okay, so I think there are two repositories, right? Yeah. Okay. Or two repositories images. Okay. Let me copy it. Okay. Then I'll paste here. Okay. Okay. I mistakenly right. I went two times. That's the issue. Okay. So I should give only one time. Okay. I'm just tagging the image. For that, now what we'll do is, right, we'll go here and we'll run this one. Okay. Docker tag. Oh wait. Okay, so now what I'm just typing the command again. See, now the tag is being created. Okay, so I did rightly only first time. Okay, but I didn't do properly. Now Docker tag JS Testing Academy rest assured email latest, and you are tagging that to another image. Okay, that is what I did now. Okay, so now we tagged it. Now we need to log into the Docker Hub and push the image. Okay, for that I'm using a command. Okay, Docker. I need to log into the Docker. Okay, I'm just giving. I'll copy this one. Okay, I give Docker login. Okay, so it's authenticating the existing credentials. It will ask for an username and a password. You should give the username and password which you created for a Docker Hub. This username and password we should give it. Okay, after giving, so right, the login succeeded, right, message should come. Then what you can do is, right, you can push the image in the Docker Hub. Okay, so I'll just give this command docker push the image. Okay, so now it's right. You should push all the images right into the hub. Okay, next what we need to do is, right, we need to start the mini queue. Okay, for that I'll give mini queue start. Okay, so what I'll do is, right, I'll go, I give this command mini queue start. Okay, we need to start the mini cube here. Okay, I started it. So this is going to start the Docker driver here. Okay, Docker is going to start it. Okay, for that the command is minikube start hyphen hyphen driver equal to Docker. Okay, now the driver Docker is started. Now we have this, right? We have to set up other three things. Okay, one is Docker file should be there. Okay, so we saw in the previous videos. Next one is, right, we should have this, right, Kubernetes, right, k8s.yml. Okay, where it tells which image you are going to deploy, that is rest assured bdd image. Okay, and in which, right, image repository, docker have, right, repository, yeah, username and the image name and what port you are going to run. Okay, and it's going to use a load balancer, right, for different parts which is going to, right, run. Okay, so this basic things you need to set in under a project root directory rest assured k8s dot yml. Okay, then so this docker file, right, and this one, and we need to deploy the this rest assured k8s, right. For that we should use this file. Okay, deploy rest assured dot yml. Okay, so it is going to run as a local host. Okay, it is going to start the minikube. If the minikube is not started, okay, then it's going to run this particular file rest assured k8s dot yml. So this is an ansible playbook. So this is an Docker is a Docker file, and this is a Kubernetes file, and deploy rest assured.yaml is an Ansible playbook. So this is an Ansible file where it is going to run the, right, Kubernetes. Okay, so this is a playbook here. Okay, we are going to run it as an Ansible playbook. Okay, this is going to invoke the rest assured that kts, and then it's going to, right, it's going to trigger the Docker file also. Okay, if the minikube is not started, it's going to start, and it's going to deploy, right, with this help of this command, and it's going to expose the service, right, minikube service in this URL, service URL. Okay, if it's not deployed, it's going to throw an error message. Okay, so now we are going here. Okay, so we are going to run this one. Okay, so kubectl apply. Okay, rest assured kts. Okay, that we are going to run here. Okay, it's executed, and the deployment services is unchanged since I already exited. Okay, now we are going to get all the parts. The parts is, right, it's a single unit where multiple containers will be there. First we are going to see what are the parts are available in the Kubernetes. Okay, for that I'm going to run this command. 1 minute, sorry. So we are seeing this image, right, associated image, and we are going to see the, right, part status here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, right, okay, so now we are able to see crash group, right. We need to check why it's crashing. Okay, since I executed multiple times, right, I think it's getting crashed here. Okay, I just executed multiple times parts, right, it's crashing. Let me see the logs here. Okay, okay, I think if you see the logs, right, the build is success. The framework is executed. Okay, so I'll run the command again. I got the parts, right, and this is the part. Okay, I just gave kubectl logs rest assured bdd the image, and the part right number. If I give, you can see right the framework is executed and it's success. Okay, so I'll give here 1 minute. Sorry. Okay, you can see right. So it's download all the repositories. Okay, okay, you can see right. It's download all the repositories right, and it's the build is success now. It is executed the framework. Okay, same we will see. It's just this command is used to describe the prod. Okay, let me run this also. Okay, we can see right the pod status here, retail pod status, name of the right pod, right, which node is used, when it started, what image executed, okay, and what is the IP it used actually, and what is the container ID. Okay, you can see the detailed execution here. Okay, what is the image which used and what repository it stored. Okay, what is the port number it used, when it started, when it finished. Okay, if it is terminated, why it's terminated. So we saw a crash happen right when you got the status and reason why it waited and crashed and after that it completed. Okay, so you can able to see the detailed status if I give describe kubectl describe part rest assured. If I give means you can get the detailed status of our execution. Okay, so after that if I want to run this playbook, okay, I want to run this playbook. Okay, for that right the playbook only is we gave the actual this file. First we directly executed this one. I'm just going to trigger from here and from the Ansible. We executed Kubernetes directly. So if I want to run first, right, if you see the execution, right, I executed the Docker container, okay, through the Docker file. If we go in the from the top, right, first execute with the help of Docker build, I executed Docker. Okay, then after that I set up all the Kubernetes. Now I executed the Kubernetes right with the help of this command. Okay, 1 minute. This one. We'll see from here. This one, kubectl apply. Okay, now I'm going to run the right Ansible YAML file with the help of Ansible playbook deploy right rest assured YAML. Okay, I'm going to run copy this one. I'm going to run the Ansible file. This one. Okay, so I'm going to use PowerShell here. Okay, 1 minute. I'll open PowerShell. Okay, I need to do a small thing here. I'm going to go to the WSDL. Okay, so for that I should be navigate to Ubuntu first. I'll copy. I'll I'll go to the Ubuntu. Okay, so after that what I should do is right. I need to go to the path, the project directory. For that cd okay slash right users and the location I need to give. Okay, now I'm in the project directory now. Okay, now I need to run the Ansible playbook. Okay, so what's the playbook name? Deploy rest assured dot yaml. Okay, so what I'm going to do is right, I'm going to go here, copy this, I'm going to run here. Did I close it? I think I closed it. Not this one. This one. So it collected, it started Minikube and it got failed. We should investigate, right? Why it's failed. I'll try the run command again. Okay, still it's failing. Okay, no inventory was passed. Okay, start Minikube if not running, and it got failed. Minikube didn't start actually. Let us try manually. 1 minute. Let's try this one. Let's see.